It turns out having a baby is a little bit expensive and, as it turns out, also time consuming. But these 10 products have significantly helped me navigate motherhood for the first time. If you like mom content, lifestyle, mom routines, mom hacks, etc., make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. But otherwise, let's dive into it. So first off, I have to talk about my bottle sterilizer. This has saved me so much time as well as money. I am actually exclusively breastfeeding, but I do pump, I do use a Haaga to collect extra milk, and I generally will give maybe 1 to 2 bottles a day at nighttime, or if I'm, you know, out being social, going to the gym, etc. My husband might give a bottle, so I do still use my bottle sterilizer every single day, honestly multiple times a day. And I truly cannot imagine being a mom who's pumping and hand washing all of those parts. So even if you are breastfeeding, I highly recommend getting a bottle sterilizer because it will save you so much time. Bottle sterilizers can also save you money by prolonging the life of your pacifiers, your bottles, your pump parts, by keeping them extra clean. My bottle sterilizer is actually pretty affordable. I think it's like $57 or $58 on Amazon. And by the way, I will link all of the products that I talk about on this video, and if I can find an even cheaper, more affordable option, I will link that as well. So while we're on the topic of bottles, I have to talk about my bottle warmer. Now again, my baby is primarily breastfed, but I do 1 to 2 bottles a day, again depending on if I'm being social or going to the gym or something like that. Because she is primarily breastfed, I have tried giving her cold bottles before and she simply refuses them. So our bottle warmer has significantly helped save time with getting the milk just to that perfect temperature so that she takes it without burning her, and also making sure that it's not too cold and having her, you know, refuse to take the bottle. I really cannot imagine just sitting there, you know, trying to get the bottle under warm water for an extended period of time to the right perfect temperature. This bottle warmer, I feel like, is so worth it for me because it gets the milk to the perfect temperature and it's quick and efficient. My personal bottle warmer is only like $30 on Amazon, so it is not expensive at all, especially for the amount of time you save on this one. I think it's highly worth it. Next up is a baby carrier. So I actually have 2 different types of carriers. I have a wrap carrier, and I primarily used that when my baby was a newborn. She was super little, too little for our like canvas physical larger carrier. Either way, I think that having a baby carrier is going to save you so much time in the long run because it allows me to actually do things like multitask, clean the house, work on my side hustles like my YouTube videos. I a lot of times will have her in the carrier when she's refusing to nap in her crib, wear her while I edit standing up, and it's actually a really easy, convenient way for me to multitask and get more done. Now I will say that my canvas carrier that I got from Wildbird is a little bit on the pricier side, but there's tons of other carrier options out there. One thing I do like about my Wildbird carrier is, one, the material is really like easy to clean, washable. My carrier is also adjustable for different like sizes of the baby, so it's not like it only works up to 6 months. There's different ways that you can wear your baby after they're 6 months and older. So I really do like that it is versatile. But if you're trying to save money, I also highly recommend a baby wrap carrier or sling carrier. Mine I think was like $25 on Amazon. It to me is a very cheap investment, a very affordable way to be able to baby wear, multitask, etc., and save money versus buying a more expensive baby carrier. Also, keeping your baby in the carrier technically counts as tummy time because their head is not, you know, against any hard surface. So double win on that one. Next up is my nursing pillow. So of course, a nursing pillow is often used for nursing. I personally wasn't sure that I was gonna buy one of these, but I ended up putting it on my registry anyways because a lot of moms that I knew highly recommended it, and it turns out that having a nursing pillow is actually quite versatile. So obviously for nursing, if you end up breastfeeding, I do think that this is a really easy way to get your baby properly kind of propped up and set up to optimize nursing. If the baby is latched properly and in an easy feeding position, it's actually going to make your nursing sessions a lot more efficient, I think. But again, another way that this has saved money is the fact that it is really versatile. I've used this for tummy time and it has actually helped a lot because she doesn't like being completely flat during tummy time. So we're working on it, but this has provided an additional way for her to kind of prop herself up on the pillow, practice her neck mobility, neck strength, while not having to be completely flat on the ground. And then I've also used it just to kind of like prop her up when I'm just sitting there chit-chatting with her, having her back leaned against it. So tons of different ways that you can actually use a nursing pillow, which ultimately would help you prevent from purchasing multiple items to kind of adhere to all of these needs. Next up, I have a lightweight baby blanket. So this one I got from Amazon and it actually came as a 2-pack, which again, huge money save here. These lightweight baby blankets can be used for so many different things that it has really helped me save money on purchasing a lot of different baby items, if that makes sense. So for example, I use this as a playmat sometimes to put it on, you know, the floor so that she doesn't get dirty. I've used it as a sunshade on the stroller so that she doesn't get sunburnt. I've used it as a nursing cover over myself so that I can nurse in public without people seeing. You can also use it as a swaddle if you're good at swaddling with a blanket. I highly recommend just kind of like a lightweight baby blanket that can again be used for a lot of different things. This is going to save you a lot of money from having to buy all sorts of different products when it could really just be one. I typically will put this in my diaper bag and I can transport it from being draped over the car seat, protecting her from the sun, to then using it directly as a playmat wherever we're going. So instead of having to pack multiple different items, I just have this one item that I can quickly use in between different things that I'm using it for. All right, next up, I have to talk about a nasal aspirator, and I'm also gonna mention this bulb aspirator, I guess you would call it. I actually, first of all, got this for free from my hospital. So I mean, this may not be something you really want to spend money on because you could potentially get it for free from your hospital, but I think it's also only like $6 or $7 on Amazon. So I mean, I think that this is really worth it. And then I also have this electric nasal aspirator. So ways this can save you time. First of all, if your baby is congested, which will happen, instead of having to go to the doctor or go to the emergency room because your baby can't breathe through their nose and it's the middle of the night, this is gonna save you a lot of time with that. Additionally, on that same vein, it's gonna save you money if you have to go to the doctor to get their nose cleared up. Like, that's gonna be way more expensive than just investing in either like a $7 little bulb nasal aspirator or this more expensive electric one. Again, I think this electric one is like 30 bucks-ish, so still affordable, but generally so far I would say that I've actually found this one to be a little bit more effective. The electric one works pretty well if there's just like something like kind of low hanging down there that needs suctioned out, but for like that deep snot, I can really get in there with this thing. So highly recommend. These are gonna save you time from going to the doctor, which will also save you money in the long run. And if you just want a really cheap, affordable option, this is only like $7. Next up, I'm gonna talk about a sound machine. So I actually do have 2 sound machines, which is definitely not necessary, but I did buy a portable one, and this is my more affordable sound machine option that I own. This one I think is like $30 or $40 on Amazon. So not super cheap, but it is cheaper than my bigger sound machine that I have in our bedroom. This one I just use in here right now while the baby sleeps for naps, because baby's still sleeping in our room for nighttime sleep. I will say I think that sound machines are gonna save you so much time with getting baby down for sleep. They're so sensitive to sound, especially at our house. We have 2 dogs that like to bark at everything. The sound machine really helps kind of muffle out their noises or just any other kind of like day-to-day noises that are happening around the house. So I do think that this has really helped get baby down for sleep, and it's going to be super necessary in a couple of months when we start sleep training. I will say I have used like YouTube, for example, for sound, white noise, that type of thing, but the problem with those is that it may only be like an hour or 2 hours long, and you actually really do want the white noise going all night long for nighttime sleep. So I do recommend this. It's going to save you time by getting baby down faster, and it's going to save you money hopefully in the long run by not needing to invest in a ton of other like sleep aids. And again, you can find affordable options on Amazon. Okay, next up is a diaper caddy. So this is a huge mom hack that I'm so glad that I did. What's been super convenient about this is having a diaper caddy that you can either carry up and down stairs, or in our case that has wheels and we can roll around downstairs wherever we need it, has been so convenient. It has saved me so much time on coming up and down the stairs, or having to bring, you know, a diaper upstairs or a diaper downstairs to change her upstairs or change her downstairs, making, you know, things just quick and easy when we need to change a diaper, or if we have a blowout or whatever. Things are just handy and available for me to grab. Overall, I think that having a diaper caddy setup is going to save you so much time from middle of the night feedings to daytime blowouts, and then also going to save you money from having to have multiple setups throughout your house. All right, next up I'm going to talk about the Halo convertible sleep swaddles. I'm honestly surprised at how many people don't actually know about these types of swaddles. So the reason that they're so convenient is because they can be a true traditional swaddle, and like arms in, baby is tight and snug. And as baby grows up a little bit, my baby is now almost 4 months, which is crazy. She is now sleeping with arms out. So what's nice is that I didn't have to buy new sleep sacks because this transitions into a sleep sack. So I'm gonna save you a lot of time by not having to do a blanket swaddle in the middle of the night. It's also gonna save you money again in the long run because it converts into just a regular sleep sack. So you just put her arms out and wrap the swaddle part like around just the trunk of the body, and it becomes just a sleep sack. So instead of having to buy new sleep sacks for her, I just have been able to transition using this one. So that has saved me a lot of money on sleepwear. Okay, and lastly, I wanted to talk about my stroller. So I will say that this was a bigger ticket item for me. It was a little bit more expensive, but I did choose to go with this item because it's convertible. So I have the UPPAbaby Vista stroller, and the reason I actually picked this is because it can convert into a 2-baby stroller. And ideally, I would love to have more than 1 kid. So I kind of had in my mind, like, I want to buy a stroller that's going to be able to convert into a 2-baby stroller at some point, versus in the future having to buy, you know, a second bigger stroller or something like that. I figured this could hopefully save me money in the long run. But the other thing that's nice about this stroller is that it's not just for, you know, babies that are up to 30 pounds or something like that. This stroller comes with bassinet attachment for infants and newborns, and also of course put your car seat on there, but it also comes with a seat, like an upright standard stroller seat. So as your baby grows up, becomes a toddler, they can sit in this seat for years and years to come. So for me, even though I was spending a little bit more money on the stroller itself, I think that hopefully again in the long run, I'm not gonna have to buy multiple strollers, buy new strollers, buy a stroller again to accommodate, you know, changes in life. This one will hopefully be able to accommodate us having multiple kids and our baby growing and that type of thing without having to buy multiple strollers. I also should mention bonus product, like a crib that's a convertible crib. Highly recommend that as well. This one converts into a toddler bed. So I think overall my general consensus when it comes to saving money and saving time with baby products is to shop for things that have multiple uses or multiple functions, or they can grow with your baby, that type of thing, because that is going to save you time and money in the long run. Even if it might be a little bit more of an expensive purchase up front, like with me and my stroller, I think again in the long run, hopefully I'm not having to buy a new stroller. So these different products can really just help make your life a little bit more efficient and hopefully save you time and money in the long run. But those are the 10 products that I personally use all the time, every day, that have saved me so much time and money, and I'm so grateful that I have them. So if you are a new mom or expecting mom, I hope that this video helped you out. Make sure you add these to your registry because you will need them, you will want them, and congratulations on your new baby. Again, if you like mom content, mom vlogs, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But that is it for today's video, so thank you so much for watching, and I will catch up with you next time.